like Thomastinho, yo. Again, going back to the ball game for now, we got Coke on the left-hand side of our screen, while Monster on the right side. Let's see how this battle goes. We still have 22 minutes, or they still have 22 minutes to play this one out. Monsters PDFM did manage to hit the front lines of Coke in here. Loyola with the counter PDFM didn't manage to reach the stack of Monster. Monster right now closing the gap versus Coke. Coke in here. Coke might not have, actually, if you're gonna ask me, Coke has a better stacking going on coming in from versus Monster, but a PDFM coming in from the north hand side of Coke didn't manage to go inside the stack of Coke right now. Well, Coke is holding this one out. Fire pillars are in the middle of these DLPs, but I think the DD bios are already within their firing range. PDFM Loyola didn't manage to reach a Monster right now, while Monster's members going back into this fight. The PDFM again was there. Monster closing in the gap versus Coke in here, while Coke focusing on these guys. They're closing in the gap one set at a time. Monsters. Do they have to sustain while trying to reposition? Loyola again didn't manage to go inside the stack of Monsters in here, while Daniela coming in from the back lines didn't manage to go again. These PDFMs are being halted onto the tracks, but there goes one FS Prof coming in from Coke Boys. Coke Boys lost one of their FS Profs on the process. They're just holding their ground. Monster might have the upper hand. Tulagado will fall as well. PDFM on the front lines is not being able to move. Daniela did manage to hit the front lines. The Didibayo falls coming in from Coke's side. Again, Monster already has the upper hand here. They lost one more member. They lost one more Didibayo in here. They lost two of their Didibayos. Mega May. The Devil falls coming in from Coke's side. They just lost one of their Devil XPD on the front line, on the back lines as well. Try to kite back. Diogo Sparta is still trying to deal some of the damages on the front lines in here, but I think he will be focused as quickly as possible. FRR on the front lines as well. The SPPs try to kite back in here. Coke, they still have their SPP, still have the sustained. PDFM coming in from Coke did manage to hit the marks on Monsters, still able to slow them down. But again, Bentin is doing the work coming in from Monsters and he'll dealing the damage on the right in the middle of the stack of Coke. Coke, they still have the sustain going on with the hard SPPs going on from Coke's side, is still managing to sustain the damages coming in from Monsters, but Monsters sniping these guys away. They're bombing these guys continuously. The PDFM coming in from Monsters didn't manage to go inside the stack of Coke, while Coke, Bielzeras, who getting low on the front lines in here. Bielzeras, Jets will fall. Jets again. Coke might be fighting back on this one. They still have their members. They still have the sustain. They still have their devils sustaining Monster right now, while Monster might not be focusing enough from these members of Coke. They're still standing. They're still holding their ground right now. Tulagado on the front line, sustaining the damage. Oh, there might be being controlled. Shendelzer is frozen right in the middle of the stack of Monsters in here. And Shendelzer, Almighty Push will fall right in the middle. Two guys just fell on the right in the middle of the stack of Monster right now. The PDFM was there to reapply its effect on the frontliners of Monsters in here. And I think Coke is surging back in. The counter PDFM coming from Monster won't be able to do it. Sharpshooter Sniper falls on the backlines of Monster. They try to get back. Monsters might be losing their members one after another. The SPP just got caught, or maybe not. They didn't manage to go back into a stack in here. Monsters try to cut back. They try to regroup in here, but I don't think Coke will actually allow them to fully regroup in here. They try to chase them away. Shendelzer on the front lines getting low. They did manage to sustain him. Shendelzer is still on the front line, soaking up so much damage coming in from Coke right now. Shendelzer will fall. They just lost one of their FS Profs again. These members of Monsters going back into this fight. Daniela on the front lines. PDFM was there to slow down the push of Coke Boys in here. Nukilina on the front lines, soaking up so much damage coming in from Monsters. She did manage to go back into his stack in here. With the sustains coming in from SPP, did manage to heal them up. There goes one more FS Prof coming in from Monsters right now. Monsters is still holding in the ground. Their members are coming back into this fight. The PDFM coming in from Monster did manage to reapply that PDFM, but it won't matter for now. Again, another PDFM coming in from Loyola, but she didn't manage to go inside the stack of Monsters. Monsters members can't try to go back into this fight still. Shendelzer will fall right in the middle of the stack of Monsters. Monsters is still holding the ground. The PDFM again. Daniela didn't manage to go through. Coke Boys playing this one defensively, but the PDFM coming in from the back lines, using the back portal in here. The SPPs are still in there to sustain the damages. Monsters might be having a hard time to hold their ground versus Coke Boys in there, or never mind, Tulagado being focused on. He did get quite low. There was no finisher coming in from Monsters. Monsters Still holding in the ground in there. Tolagado falls on the front lines. They just lost one FS Prof. Coke. PDFM coming in from Coke. Wait, why is he going back? PDFM coming in from Loyola. Did manage to reapply the PDFM on the front lines in here. Chandelcer being low on the front lines of Monster. Malesi might be overextending in here with a Meteor Storm as well as the Ganban team doing the work to being able to hit the front lines or the middle of the stack of Coke boys in here. But the DLP reapplication is quick enough to take off that Ganban team. And I think it's the Ganban team is quicker coming in from Coke boys. They're hitting their marks on those precasts are hitting their marks right in the middle of the stack of monsters. Look at those damages being dished out by Coke boys. Look at those members actually getting low on the right in the middle of the stack of monsters in here with the DLP getting actually the Ganban team has the upper hand. They're burning off those DLP cells, and those Meteor Storms are hitting their marks right in the middle of the stack of monsters in here. They need a quicker DLP reapplication from their stack in here, or maybe not. Monsters might be fighting back in the air. There goes the Storm Gust being able to control the middle of the stack of Coke boys right now. Coke boys members are being stunned, are being frozen. They are actually reapplying the DLP quicker right now. They have the defensives up and running. Coke. Some of the members of monsters are being stunned right in the middle of their stack. The Meteor Storms might be hitting their marks on the middle. There goes one Didibayo from Monster. Monster losing the Didibayo. Here comes now Coke closing the gap versus Monsters again. Coke sensing that they might have the upper hand in here. The monsters holding in their ground versus Coke right now. They're being frozen all over the place. Chandelcer falls on the front lines. Bielzeras being focused on right now by the members of Coke. Coke, do they have enough damage? A PDFM was there to hold their ground in here, but Bielzeras being focused on the Coke right now. They need the precast right now to hit its marks, but there goes one FS Prof coming in from Coke's side. Coke still has their PDFM on the front lines of Monster. Did manage to hit the front liners of Monsters in here, but that is it. Again, the Didibayo falls in front of the stack of Coke boys in here. The PDFM tried to go inside the stack of Coke. She did manage to hit the marks, hit the front liners of Coke in here. Tulagado will fall as well. They just lost two FS Profs as well as one Didibayo. Coke might be holding their ground for now to wait for those guys to go back into this fight. Nicolina is being low, is being focused by Monster right now, or might be being focused by Monster right now. Daniela didn't manage to go inside the stack of Coke boys. Nicolina again being focused on will Monster be able to kill him off? I don't think so. The rest of the members of Coke boys is already back into this fight. Loyola try to go back or try to go inside the stack of Monsters, will not make it. Chandelcer falls as well. The PDFM coming in from Daniela didn't manage to go inside the stack. Oh, but there goes two members of Coke boys right now. They just lost two members in here. This might be the fighting chance of Monster right now. Gloria is falling low. It's getting low. Nicolina, or maybe not. That might be Nicolina getting low right in the middle of the stack of Coke boys. Coke boys still has their sustain going on, but Nicolina falls on the front lines. They just lost their FS Prof. Gloria falling as well, getting low as well. The PDFM was there. Kidlat on the front lines, soaking up the damages being dealt by Monsters in here, but Monsters might be being controlled by Coke right now, or maybe not. It might be Coke being controlled. The Ganban team was there on top of Coke right now. Coke, do they still have the sustain? Do they still have the sustain? The capacity to sustain the damages coming in from Monsters right now, because the Monsters precast is hitting their marks right in the middle of the stack of Coke. Coke boys, Gloria falls. They just lost their status recovery priest in here. The FS priest falls in the middle. Megame being focused on the front lines. Megame, they might be able to push them out in here. Monsters pushing out Coke. They're pushing out Coke in here. The Paladin on the front lines. Bad player being caught on the front lines. That is the devil of the Coke. This might be a huge blow from Monsters to Coke in here. They didn't manage to catch him though. Honeyworks on the front lines as well as that is Honeywork, that one of their devils in here. Tolagado again going back into this fight. He will be punished because he's way too overextended. Nicolina as well on the front lines, receiving so much damage coming in from Monsters right now. Monsters is pushing all the way back. Gloria is falling on the front lines. Gloria needs to get the hell out of there because it is being focused right now, or it might be Honeyworks being focused, but right now it's Monsters pushing in towards the members of Coke right now. Coke still has the sustain going on, but the PDFM was there, didn't manage to go inside the stack of Monsters. Monsters members are being frozen right in the middle. They have the Ganban team going on with the Storm Gust to back it up. Monsters might be able, or actually Coke might be able to control the members of Monsters in here, try to push out. There goes one member, there goes one FS Prof coming in from Coke. They just lost one FS Prof, while some of the members of Monsters with the overextension try trying to go back. Mega Man on the front lines might be being focused by Monsters right now. Monster, they just lost one frontliner on the front lines in here. Again, the PDFM coming in from Cook did manage to go inside the stack of a Monster right now while they're sustained. There goes one member. There goes one Di Maio coming in right in the middle of the stack, or coming down in the middle of the stack of Monsters now. Right now, it might be Coke's time to push. Mega Man on the front lines with the continuous Gadman going inside the members of Monsters in here. They might be being controlled. The Stormgrass was there to back it up. They have enough CC to control them out in here. Coke right now pushing in. They're closing in. They're closing in one step at a time with the PDFM in there, trying to hit the members of Monsters in here, trying to prevent them from kiting back in here. There goes two members to make the three members of Monsters right now being pushed. This might be it for Coke. They're already controlling the members of Monsters in here. The Gadman and the Stormgrass was already there. Monsters, Biaceras on the front line, trying to delay them as possible, or as he could. Paladic on the front lines as well, might be being caught on the front lines in here. The PDFM was there preventing them from kiting, but slowing them down. There goes the DLP, and there goes the Devils. There goes the rest of the members. Coke wins from that long fight. Monsters didn't manage to hold it anymore. That is a long ass fight. Another long fight coming in from Monsters versus Coke.